From the team that brought you the most beautiful madeleines in the world, Donsuemor has scoured the world to find you the perfect dried scone mix. You only need 3 ingredients: the mix, 8 ounces of cold cubed butter, and 2/3 of a cup of cold half and half. We begin first with the paddle attachment in the mixer, and we're going to add our dried scone mix. The one I'm using today is the lemon currant scone. And then the next thing we're going to do is add our cold cubed butter. Now it's very important that the butter be cubed and cold because we're going to break it up into pea-sized pieces. Those pea-sized pieces are actually going to stay separate between the layers of flour. When you put them in the oven, what will happen is the butter will melt, it'll create steam, and it's the steam that's going to make those scones rise, making a light scone rather than a dense scone. So we'll put it in, just kind of spreading the butter around. And then on low, you're going to break up those pieces, remembering not to overmix it. Now once the butter's broken up into pea-sized pieces, in a thin stream, add the cold half and half. We're going to mix it together just until it starts to hold very tightly against the paddle, but without over mixing it. Again, trying to keep that butter separate from the flour layers. Now we're going to put it out onto a floured board and just pat it into a rectangle. Just a lightly floured board is all you're going to need. Again, the key being that you want to work with it quickly and actually with your fingertips, not with the palms of your hand. Your palms are warmer. Your fingertips will keep the dough nice and cold. Now, there's a form that's included with the mix. And what we're going to do is pat it into the form. The key at this point is making sure that you get enough in the corners and evenly spreading out the dough. You want to make sure that this form is notched side up. There are actually some notches that are put in it to help you cut the scones into even pieces. Now, once you've got it spread out evenly, it's really simple. Just take a regular utility knife and then kind of feel for that notch and then cut the dough. We're going to cut it into 12 3-ounce pieces. Remove the form, and then we're going to put these on a cookie sheet. They'll bake in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. We want to put them on the cookie sheet, even in rows of 3, and then it's up to you. You can actually bake them on their own, or you can brush them with a little bit of an egg wash, and then sprinkle them with some raw sugar. It just makes them brown a little bit, and it gives them a little bit of a crunchy exterior. Once they've baked, you can serve them with fresh fruit, you can put some lemon curd with it, some jam, or even some whipped cream. But I'll tell you what, these Donsuemor scones are good all on their own.